Hi guys, I am Rebecca and these are my reviews, and I have a lot of Luxie brushes to share with you. So these were actually sent to me. I have the Luxie Travel Essentials and then two of the Luxie Summer Daze kits. And these are the same, they just come in two different colors. You can either get tan and pink or pink and orange. Now let me take them out of the plastic. I don't know why I insisted on keeping them in the boxes to show you guys because I thought that they were very cutely packaged, but I have been using these, so let me pull these out. Okay, this is a better view in the stand and all of the tan and pink. Okay, so here's the tan and pink and the pink and orange. And these sets run for $29. If I have a discount code, I'm not sure if I do, I will leave that in the description box for you guys. Otherwise, I'm sure you can find them somewhere. Also, I would recommend getting on their email list because anytime they have sales or something, it's good to know. Their brushes are not super expensive, but they're not the cheapest brushes either, if that makes sense. They run like that good low medium range and the quality is fantastic. I love Luxie brushes. Like 90% of my brushes from Luxie I've gotten from boxes, either BoxyCharm or Ipsy or events that I've been to, but every single one that I have, I absolutely love. So let me just go through the boxes and show you the different brushes. So the Summer Daze, as I said, these two are the same, and what you get is the 512 Small Contouring Brush for finishing your look with blush and bronzer. I'm reading this off of the website, you guys. This one is round and slightly tapered at the top, but it's a nice kind of rounded taper. But anyway, what I like to use it for is sometimes blush. You know, you can, especially if you have a smaller face. I have a giant noggin, so for me, I like to use this more as like maybe highlighter, or it's great for contour, that kind of a thing if you want to get smaller areas, because, you know, it's not a super huge brush, but it is very handy and I use it all the time. This one is the 209 Large Shader Brush for applying a wash of cream or powder eyeshadow over your lids. This one is pinched at the ferrule, but it's still a bit fluffy and it's a bit wider and flat on this side. The density on this one is like a medium density, which does work well for either cream or powder. It's great for, like, you know, the ColourPop types that are like a little of each. It actually works really well with glitter shadows as well. This is my favorite brush for sweeping color onto my eyelids, like the movable part of my eyelid, because it picks up a lot of product, but you can still kind of blend it because it's a little bit fluffy and it's not like, you know, a flat one that you would pack on. This is more of a brush of color, and because it is pinched right there, you can get more of a detailed edge either in your crease or along your lash line, that kind of a thing. It can be used for all sorts of things. It's a really great brush. And then speaking of flat brushes, this one is the 245 Small Shader Brush for applying glitter precisely. I do think that it works well, but it can be used for so many other things. It works well with cream products for really detailed because it's quite thin. Can you see it's, you know, very thin on this side, and it's tapered so that at the top it's very precise. So you can get very detailed lines. I mean, you could even use this for liner if you really wanted to, for a cut crease, for, you know, just any sort of detailed areas. It works really well. This one is pretty dense, which is why they say it's good for glitter, because glitter, you know, you can either apply it with your finger or something like this works well for packing on any sort of color. So handy dandy. And then the 219 Eyeliner Brush for applying liquid or cream eyeliner. It's just your basic eyeliner brush. You know, it's round and tapers to a nice fine point. I like this one because it's not so long that you feel like you're dealing with watercolors, you know, like when the bristles are just so long that it just gets sloppy for me. But it's also not so short that it's like drawing with a pencil. It's a nice, you know, it's a nice length. The density is just right, and it does have a nice fine tip, but if you press a little bit harder, it can make a thicker line as well. So I like it. I definitely think it's a good liner brush. So that is the Summer Daze kit. And then the Travel Essentials. These are a lot of brushes that I already have, but in the shorter version. This is the 205T, and I do have one of the regular versions, so you can see the difference in size. I hope you can actually see this. So it is quite a bit shorter, but it's not so short that it's like hard to deal with, you know what I mean? This is my all-time favorite brush for blending out my crease. It's just the perfect size and fluffiness, and it does say that you can use it with cream or powder shadows. I definitely prefer it with powder, but I use this brush probably every day. It's perfect for either blending in your crease or blending out around the edges, that sort of a thing. I'm telling you, I use this brush constantly. And then a smaller version of that is the 237T. Again, I do have a tall one. Here, I'll show you the difference. So there's the 205 and the 237. And this one is great for smaller areas, for like that outer V when you just want like a tiny bit, or maybe the inner corner. It is a bit fluffy, but the bristles are still long, which makes it a little more flimsy. So it's not necessarily for precise blending, just smaller area blending. Or maybe, you know, if you have smaller eyes or something, this would be good for your crease. This one is the 207T. I'm telling you, I have a lot of Luxie brushes, you guys, but see the difference there? And this one is angled and it is a bit pinched. So this one is good for, I like using it to like stamp out my outer V so that I can get more of like a smoky eye with it and blend out this way. You could also, you know, use it in your crease or other areas, but that's my favorite way to use it, is outer V, because of that angle, just to kind of, you know, get it right in that corner there. And then what kit is complete without a spoolie? It's just, you know, your generic spoolie. Spoolies are great for taming your brows, combing through your lashes to get any clumps of your mascara out. Always handy. I have 1,000 of these and I always use them. And then the 510T, which is a foundation brush. I do actually have a full size of this, but I don't have it out here for some reason. Anyway, this is supposed to be for applying your foundation. This is not my favorite foundation brush. I do like using this brush occasionally for like concealer around my nose or something, because you can see it's pinched and it does taper to a pretty thin point here, which is nice for getting in small areas, or, you know, if you just need to like touch up or something. Or what I really love using these for is applying my masks, you know, any sort of like clay mask or something. These work so well to get it all over your face. I just don't like blending out my foundation with them. Maybe if you like put it on your face with this and then blend it out with a beauty blender or another brush or something, but I don't know, I never use it for foundation. I use it for either concealer or my masks. And the travel set with these 5 brushes is $38. So anyway, I love Luxie brushes. I think they are fantastic across the board. They are very well made. They are soft and easy to work with. They're easily my favorite brushes that I have. So I will leave all of the information in the description box if you guys would like to check them out, if you don't already have some through your own Ipsy or BoxyCharm. I swear that's where I've gotten like all of mine. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!